He is known as the man with 1,000 faces. This is Jamie Osuna, and he was born on March 7th of 1988. Jamie did not have a great childhood growing up. His father was actually very abusive to his mother. When his mother was pregnant with him, his father had kicked his mother so hard in the stomach that there was a visible scar underneath his eye when he was born. His mother ended up leaving his father and went with a guy named Jeff, but this guy was no good either, as he was abusive as well. Jeff did not like Jamie or his brother, and there was one incident when Jamie was in the car with his mom and Jeff, and he was throwing a tantrum in his car seat. Jeff could not take any more of it, so he opened the car door and threw him out of the moving vehicle. His mom and Jeff decided not to take him to the hospital because he didn't have any kind of visible injuries, but later on, doctors found that he had suffered a minor brain injury from the incident. At the age of 12, Jamie and his brother ended up moving in with their grandparents, but they were not very fond of the idea. The only reason they took him in was because they were getting abused by Jeff. At the age of 15, Jamie ended up going to jail for 4 years for stabbing a boy at his school. He was then released at the age of 19, but he continued to get into trouble. About a year after his release, he attended a house party for a 16-year-old boy that the boy's mother was hosting, and she was giving alcohol to underage kids, and she was drinking as well. The mom of the 16-year-old boy was dancing with a younger guy at the party, and the 16-year-old boy's cousin noticed this and started to get very uncomfortable and angry, and Jamie was noticing all of this, so he offered to help. So he went into the kitchen and grabbed a knife. Jamie then stabbed the guy that the mom was dancing with, and he went to jail for it. And while he was in jail, him and the mom would write letters to each other about their day-to-day life. Once Jamie was released from prison, the mom of the 16-year-old boy went to go pick him up, and she was surprised to see Jamie with a face full of tattoos. Jamie and this woman ended up going to a hotel to spend the night together the day he was released, and they thought this was just going to be a one-night stand, but she ended up getting pregnant. Once Jamie found out that she was pregnant, he wanted to make sure that he was in that child's life since he never had a very good fatherly figure, and they even got married. However, things started to quickly change, and Jamie was mentally and physically abusive to her. There was a particular fight where he was sent back to jail, and after 6 months in jail, he was released on parole, and this was around the time his son was born, so she decided to give him another chance. Things did not change at all, and she just ended up kicking Jamie out. Since Jamie had violated his parole, he spent another 7 months in jail, and once he was released again, he called his wife over the phone. He was harassing her, he was making threats, and he had confessed to her that he had killed a woman. She knew Jamie was 100% capable of this,